to be there because I got to raise these kids. And I'm suing this courthouse for all the shit that they did. I'm suing them for sabotage of my notary license. I'm suing them for sabotage of my employment application. I'm suing them for current events. Whatever had happened is what had happened while I was employed. What I'm suing for is this thing. That's what I'm suing for. This is the summons and this is the complaint. This is my evidence. This is my proof. And you don't want to acknowledge what I'm saying? You don't want to acknowledge Paulina B Garcia versus the Bronx Supreme Courthouse, Index 1021-2024. You don't want to acknowledge it. It's because you're guilty of everything that is in here. Everything that's in here, you're guilty. This has names, this has emails, this has contacts, this has phone numbers, this has your name, your title, everything. Everything is in here. Everything that you need to look into is in here. It's in here. And it's filed. It's filed in the Bronx Supreme and it's filed in federal court. And no one does anything. They think it's gonna go away. Nah, I'm not gonna go away. I'm not gonna go away. I'm going to make more videos. I'm going to tag whoever I have to tag because I want you to see it. I want you to see this shit. Look at this shit. Read this. Read it. Read it. The phone calls are recorded. Everything is recorded. When you log on to the computer, you get a username, you get a password. Every time you log on, it is recorded. It's the time, it's the location, everything is there. All it takes is somebody to do their job. Nobody does their job. And it's just like, oh my God. I'm not going to be irate. I'm not going to be belligerent. I'm not going to be disrespectful, even though they are disrespecting me. They are disrespecting me by not responding. No answer is an answer, It's like when you're guilty, you don't have nothing to say. So like if I was saying something and I was lying, or I was saying something and I'm wrong, they would have responded to me. No one responded to me. No one responded. What does that show? That shows me that they are guilty. They are guilty. And no answer is an answer. That's all I'm saying. I talk about this case because it's a big case. If it's filed in the Bronx Supreme Courthouse, then it's filed in federal court also. It's for the entire state of New York. It is a civil rights case. It's for discrimination. It's for bullying. It's for targeting. These are complaints that have been filed, right? So then they retaliate against me. They retaliate against me because I filed these complaints. They've always been bullying me, always been targeting me, always been fucking with me. And then you want to act like you don't know me and you did all this shit to me. And then you want to act like you don't know who I am. That's crazy. That's crazy. And I'm just like, they put me through hell as an employee. It was a pleasure to be rid of the courthouse and not have to work there anymore, not have to wake up every morning and go to work and pick up the kid and not have to do it. I didn't have to do it. It was a relief. I felt so good. And then good things started happening because I left the courthouse. And I'm just like, I don't got to be here. I don't have to be here anymore. And I was so happy. But then I'm not employed. And then the disrespect starts happening. My notary license, the sabotage of my notary license. It was so bad. I had to get the acting county clerk to enforce the issue for my license to be issued to me. So I got my license, yes. And they lost the contract with the Department of State. Now notary renewals are no longer processed in the Bronx County Clerk's office. I wonder why. I'm not there. And it's because they're not doing their job. And it was a big issue to get someone else to have to come in, someone else to have to apologize for someone else's failure to do their job. They sabotaged my notary license. Then I had to go and find another way to get my license. And I'm just like, oh my God, like this bitch is still fucking with me. That's just one incident. I didn't file a complaint. I didn't say anything. I just kept it moving because I was like, okay, I got my license. Then I'm applying for employment, and Teresa Torres sabotaged the document because it was addressed to Teresa Torres. Then no response through email. I'm emailing to get confirmation that, oh, did you receive my document? I'm emailing. They don't respond to my emails. Now they must have blocked me because now I get an error message, or she was fired. I don't know. But this is what it is. I email the office and I ask about the employment because no one has responded. No one has acknowledged me. And I'm like, why is no one acknowledging me? It's like I don't want to work there. I don't want that fucking job. I was like, I want justice. I want justice for all of the injustices. There's pictures in here. There's pictures in here. It's a lot of stuff in here. It's a lot of incriminating evidence in here. There's orders signed by the judge. Judges that failed to help, failed to assist me. Orders. No, I always had to go to court. I was always in court. Violation of the support order. It's just a whole bunch of stuff. It's a whole bunch of stuff. And the judge failed me. The judges that are already there failed me. And I have to keep going. I have to keep talking about it. I have to keep making these videos. I have to keep adding this video to the playlist of the Bronx Supreme Courthouse because nobody wants to do their job. No one wants to acknowledge me. So it's like, what has to happen? Does somebody have to pass away in order for anything to get done? Then you're going to look at the YouTube. Then you're going to look at the videos, look at the Facebook. You're going to look at the Instagram. You're going to look at all my shit and be like, oh my God, she's been talking about this shit for years. For years, and no one has ever done anything. And it's just like, it's disrespectful. This is disrespectful. Like, I don't know else to say it. This is disrespectful. And who is the boss? Who is the boss of the county? No, not the county clerk. Who's the boss of this? You're letting people sit on the document. You're not responding to the document. It's because you're guilty. It's clear that you're guilty. And everyone is afraid of this person. No one does their job because they're afraid of the person. And it's just like everything is backed up. Everything is delayed. No one does their job. And it's just like, oh my God. Like, they all need to be fired. Everybody needs to be fired. If you're there and you're getting paid the max and you're not doing your job, yeah, you need to be fired. There's no excuses. There's no way to fix it. Like, why are you not doing your job? You're not doing your job. Why? What's your reason? You don't have a reason? It's not good enough? Yeah, then you don't need to be here. I don't know why is it so hard to get rid of the problem? To get rid of the problem is to eliminate the problem. Get it out of here. Take it out. Remove them. You're fired. You don't need that job. But whatever, it's not a problem. I don't work there. But the disrespect is loud. The disrespect is loud. And all the stuff that's in here is valid.